One of the things that I'm seeing, and one thing that excites me about the next 20 years is, as I just mentioned in the previous question, is the ease of use. So what we're seeing is that instead of GIS becoming passive, where people have to go to an application, it's going to become much more of a situation to where as a user or a resident in a city, that information is going to be pushed to them that is pertinent to what their needs are. So I may be historically where I had to go onto a web browser and find certain things. I think what's happening now is with all of the data and all of the functionality, we're going to start pushing that to the clients, as they were, to say, hey, I'm interested in an event that's happening at a park, I'm interested in a crime that's occurring in my neighborhood, I'm interested in some properties. Any of that stuff that comes up, we're going to start seeing that pushed to their smart devices so they can use it in much more, instead of having to actively go use it, it's passively and it's being pushed to them.
It's quite clear to me that, you know, the Internet of Everything and GPS technology is going to play a significant role. Drones are going to play a significant role. Data capture is evolving. So there's a lot of things going on in the industry, and we're fortunate because we have an expertise in planning and designing solutions for local government, so we should know exactly what's coming down the pike, as it were. But you will see business-specific applications, web-based solutions. You will also see software as a service in the cloud, but the drone technology will play an important role, and I think GPS, whether it's a GPS dot on a fire hydrant or a GPS dot on a shoe, we're going to be tracking everything in real time. So it's real-time analytics, it's big data analytics, it's a continuation of using GPS responsibly. And of course there's security and there's safety and there's public safety, how GIS is being used. We're already using GIS to predict where crime will occur. We're already using GIS to predict where infrastructure will fail, and that will continue. And I think we're going to integrate more sophisticated modeling packages with GIS. So that's kind of the evolution. There's a lot going on, and I think you'll also find that local government, you know, towns, cities and counties, large cities, you know, large counties, are going to have to re-engineer their governance model to manage that. And one of the byproducts of a new governance model in local government is going to be a geographic information officer. I think instead of a GIS coordinator or GIS manager, it's going to be a geographic information officer who oversees all geospatial technologies for government. And you know, of course, there's a lot more other things going on as well, but in summary, that's where I think the industry's going.
I think with the recent introduction of drones over the past really 1 to 2 years, they've really started to become more prevalent. I think drones are really going to start to change the way we view and interpret data and information. I think drones are really going to enable us to have more of a real-time view of our assets and our information from a aerial point of view. It's going to enable us to do more with 3D modeling as well. You know, 3D modeling was something that was always nice to have, and that's really cool. It shows well a few years back. Now it's starting to become more of a reality with ArcGIS Pro and drones and coupling 2D and 3D information together. That's something that's becoming more and more of a okay, that's something I need, that's something I can see a real use for, other than, oh, it's just a nice to have, it's just a nice bell or whistle. It's something that's going to be really useful for our organizations and clients all across the world. So I really see 3D modeling and drone technology taking off and enabling us with more tools and more products and information to use and for better decision making.
You know, for us, it's exciting times. We're in a growth mode. We've had 15% growth for the last 3 years. And part of that for us is that we are focusing on making sure that we deliver very specific products for very specific departments or customer sets. So for us, we're going to continue to grow that. We're continuing to focus on the things that we do best. Whereas previously as a company, for the first 15 years, we would pursue anything. We would go after anything without really a focus on what is the optimal solutions for clients. So now we're taking that step back and saying, hey, for this XYZ type of client, what is that product set? What does that look like? And that's where we're going to continue to focus, is focus applications, focus data that enables our clients.
We are re-engineering the company and changing staff and hiring new staff, and for me it's the most exciting time in the company's history. We've got to 20 years and now we're re-engineering a lot of what we want to do as a company. We're going to be the world's leader in strategic planning. That's a fact. That's what we're striving to be. And we're going to be working in North America, we're going to be working internationally, but we will be able to plan, design and implement award-winning solutions for government. That's essentially what our main goal is. Now that means having a full support of experts in the company who can implement technology, plan and design technology and improve operations in local government. So the next 10 years are exciting because I think there is a lot of new solutions out there, whether it be story maps or web browsers or handheld field data collection devices. All of these need to be embraced and enhanced, as it were. And I think Esri gives us an opportunity to do that. We have a real opportunity to build business solutions for local government, and I think you'll find that the industry will evolve even more specific to improving efficiency, reducing costs, increasing productivity, saving time, saving lives, saving money. That's essentially the business case for GIS. So what we're going to see over the next 10, 20 years is a focus on more strategic planning for local government, the business case for GIS and the cost benefit of GIS. I think they're all going to play a significant role, and the governance models are going to evolve where we have a Geographic Information Officer, and the technology is going to continue and it's going to become more and more exciting, and I think we're primed and ready to embrace all of that.
Well, what comes next is the 2018 business strategy. And so what comes over the next 20 years will be a reflection of what goes into that strategy, which is a very non-specific answer to a fairly specific question. What I can tell you right now is the direction where we're heading. And where we're going as a company is we're poising for a period of massive growth. And this is a transition that began this past summer. The company, the founders realized that for the company to grow in a way that would exceed their own capacity to be involved in day-to-day operations required the creation of the Chief Operating Officer position, which I'm the first incumbent. And then we hired a marketing department which consists of 6 people, more than the company has ever had at any point in the company's history. And what's different about the marketing department, instead of back office production of pretty things, we've elevated marketing to a true business development function for the company, unified with corporate sales, supporting the business line managers to realize the vision of business line managers attending to their responsibilities as though they were mini companies within GTG. And so what's coming next for GTG is becoming the industry leader in these different facets of GIS. We're talking Green City GIS, Safe City GIS, Utility City GIS, GIS consulting, strategic plans, telecom, software sales, and support. And our goal is to be the world leader, really. And when you hear GIS consulting, for that to be synonymous with GTG.